Before you watch a single second of this video, I want to make something very clear. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, this is not drop shipping, and this is not Amazon automation. This is the exact step-by-step process that I use to go from a broke pizza shop cashier at 17 years old to operating a 7-figure Amazon business at 20. And not only doing it myself, but also helping hundreds of other people start and scale their own Amazon business along the way as well. And in this video, I'm gonna break down step by step why most beginners never even make $1 online. Not because they're stupid, not because they're even lazy, but because every single other business model out there requires marketing to get customers. And with Amazon, that problem is solved. And when I discovered that, that's when I went from trying tons of different business models out there to locking in on a 7-figure system. Customers are already on Amazon. They already know the platform, they're already searching, and they already trust the platform. And all you do with this business model is step in between supply and demand and make the money in the middle. Think about all the big businesses out there: Uber, Walmart, Amazon, even TikTok. All of these billion-dollar businesses are all middlemen in some way, shape, or form. And with Amazon, when you already have millions of customers shopping on the platform every single day and millions of products that you yourself can sell, the opportunities are endless to make money. And no, this isn't like all those other business models out there where you need tens of thousands of dollars to start. If you have 2K, 5K, even 10K, then you're in a good position to start hitting your first 6 figures online. And here's a quick rundown so you know how I even got here. I grew up in a small town in Massachusetts. My parents both worked 9 to 5s and pushed me for school and college and to become the best employee out there. My first job ever was delivering pizzas, and not only that, I was a cashier. I cleaned bathrooms, I went to college and played football, and every single day I'd watch online business videos and think, there has to be more to this. I tried drop shipping, I failed. I tried trading, I failed. I tried Facebook Marketplace, I failed. Every single other business model out there, I just couldn't get my hands on. And especially back in the day when I started, drop shipping was the way that every single person out there was getting rich. Store after store after store, burning paycheck after paycheck on paid advertisements, only to get no sales at the end of the day. I was frustrated and I gave up time after time until one day I discovered Amazon just by scrolling on a YouTube video just like this. You didn't have to run any ads, you didn't have to create videos, you didn't have to build out a whole website. I learned that all you had to do was use Amazon's platform and sell products that people are already searching for. So then I got hooked. I made my first sale, then my first $100, my first $1,000, even my first 10K day on Amazon. And then everything went to a crumble. I was using my drop shipping techniques to sell on Amazon, which isn't allowed, and I didn't know that at the time because I didn't read the terms of conditions like everybody here does. Nobody reads that. So I violated a policy and I lost $30,000 in an account suspension. So that's why you need to watch this video in entirety, in its full, so you don't miss a single step and you don't have anything bad happen to your Amazon account, and you know exactly how to operate the business model correctly. So I started over, and over the span of the next 2 to 3 years, I went back down to $0 to hitting my first 10K months to all the way up to 88K weeks that you guys saw live. So now that you know how I got here, let me show you the exact step-by-step buttons that you need to click so that you can replicate your own Amazon store and start hitting your first 6 figures per year selling on the world's biggest e-commerce platform. I'm gonna break down Amazon into 4 very simple steps for you to follow, and by the end of this video, you will know how to start your first very own 6-figure business online. Step 1 is we have to find profitable products to sell. If we don't have any products to sell, then there's no way we will ever be able to make money on Amazon. And to do this, we're going to need 3 very simple things. We're gonna need an Amazon seller account. We're gonna need a software called SellerAmp, Seller AMP, and then a software called Keepa. 3 tools: Amazon account, SellerAmp, and Keepa. Now I'm gonna dive into my computer screen. I'm gonna show you how to set up your Amazon seller account, how to set up Keepa, how to set up SellerAmp, and how to use these tools. And then next, I'm gonna show you examples of profitable products that we can buy for low and resell for a profit onto Amazon and make money. All right, All right, boys, we're gonna hop into my computer screen now, and I'm gonna show you guys step by step every single thing you need to do to start and scale your very own Amazon business here in 2026. So the very first thing you wanna do is you wanna go to sell.amazon.com and you wanna go to this page right here. This is the sign up page. Now, if you want, you can scroll down and there's two options here when it comes to selling on Amazon. There's the individual account and then there's the professional account. Now, the individual account is free. The only thing is that it costs $1 per item. Now, with the professional account, you can integrate softwares and everything like that. It costs $40 a month. Now, honestly, if you don't have $40 a month to invest into this, you should probably click off this video, go down the street to McDonald's, work there for a month, stack up some money, and then come back and start Amazon. Here they have how much does it cost. You can see the full breakdown here. Just sign up for the professional. We're going big ball here. So click that. Now, once you sign up, it's going to basically just ask you a whole bunch of information. Now, if you have an LLC, you can make an LLC or use that. Now, just go through the whole sign up process. It's very simple. Now, when you are signing up, there is going to be one of these questions that look like this. Just click no, no, and no, and then continue. The sign up process should take about 2 to 3 days. Very quick. Once you put all your information, Amazon verifies you, you'll have a dashboard that looks like this. This is a brand new Amazon account, and this is what Amazon Seller Central will look like for you. The next step is you go to selleramp.com and you can get the free trial and make an account. Now, if you guys want my affiliate code, just DM me on Instagram, selleramp, and I will send that over to you. Now, once you create a SellerAmp account and you log in, you'll have something that looks just like this. This is our product research tool. The next step is to go to keepa.com and go to a website that looks just like this. This is Amazon price history charts. This is one of the most essential softwares when it comes to selling on Amazon. You need to understand this. Create an account. You can get the monthly or the yearly subscription. So after you get SellerAmp, after you get Keepa, the next step is you want to go to the Chrome web store and you want to get the extensions. Now, let me tell you, if you're not using Google Chrome, get Google Chrome. This will make your life a whole lot easier, but you want to get this one right here, SellerAmp SAS, Amazon FBA analysis tool, and then you want to get Keepa, Amazon price tracker. Install both of these and also pin them at the top of your bar so they're easily accessible here. So now if I were to go to Amazon and I were to go to any product, let's say we open up this one right here. Let's just open up this Amazon Basics camera, for example. This isn't a product we would ever sell, but right here you can see when we have these softwares correctly integrated, boom, SellerAmp pops up here on the side. It might be on the right side for you. I like mine on the left. Here at the bottom now, when you scroll, you should see Keepa. If you don't see the full chart and you don't see all of these different little tools right here and you can click into them, you need to get the full Keepa subscription. Don't cheap out on any tools when you're starting this business model because you want to do things correctly, and make sure you watch this video in full so that you don't miss a single step that I'm about to show you guys. Okay, cool. Now that we're set up with the two basic softwares that we need to find products to sell on Amazon, the next step is we want to get our supplies in order so we're ready to actually start fulfilling products when we do find them. First things first, we want to get a label printer. This is how we're going to print all the labels that are going to go on our FBA, FBM boxes, FNSKU labels, the small little stickers for Amazon that I'm going to show you guys. This will print everything. You need one of these if you are not going to go the prep center route, which is basically having all of your inventory automated for you, which I will get to here in a second. Now, if you're doing everything manually, you want to get a label printer, and also you want to get labels. So you want to get a label printer, and also you can get labels. You can get these from Walmart, Amazon, Uline. I just get them from Walmart. Just get a quick, simple, easy setup, right? And that volume and scale, you can start being more efficient. But right now, we just need to start selling products and start making money. So here, you can go to Walmart. You can get a pack of 500 labels right here. And now you also want to get a scale to weigh your boxes accurately to send off to Amazon for FBA and FBM. So right here, all of these tools you can get at Walmart in one simple run, or just order them online. If you're going to be doing FBA yourself, you're going to get what's called poly bags. This is what you put in, for example, clothing or like lotions or anything like that, right? Here you can get a whole bunch of different counts. I would probably just get one of like the 1,000 counts or something like that, because you're going to be using these quite a bit. For Amazon, you can get a couple of different sizes and whatnot. I would get ones that are like around this size here, like these 10 by 12s are pretty good, and like some of these 11 by 14s for slightly bigger stuff, but just get a pack of poly mailers if you're going to do this too. Now you can also get these on Amazon as well. Funny enough, Amazon itself sells products to sell on Amazon, so this is also another viable option for you guys as well. The next thing here is you can also get do not separate stickers. You can get these from Walmart or Amazon as well. Here, this is if you're selling multi-packs, so say you have 2 or 4 packs of items and you put them all together, you put this sticker on so that people know at the Amazon warehouse to not take that bundle out. Like, don't take it apart, keep it as one. It's sold as a set. This isn't necessary, but it is just an extra precautionary measure that we do like to use on bundle packaging. The next avenue you can use is called Uline. Here you can get tons and tons of shipping supplies and products and boxes and everything for your business. And this is also a great resource to use if you guys are just looking to get a bunch of quick products and a bunch of quick boxes, and they have everything, tape, everything here. Uline, slightly more expensive, but it is worth it at scale. The next step is you can also use local packing suppliers and companies and really build relationships with some of these guys and possibly even get way better pricing than you would ever get online or on Uline or Amazon or whatnot. Truly building a real relationship, because you'll probably be going to these guys plenty of times because you're going to be consistently scaling your business, buying more and more supplies. So don't sleep on this one. This one is a very good underrated resource for you guys to be able to utilize, build relationships with these guys, and they even have connections with tons of business people and suppliers and everything like that. So it's good to just talk to people in the logistics space. Now, before we start getting into the nitty-gritty of actually selling products on Amazon, the last step, this isn't required, but it will help, and it is eventually going to be needed down the line, is getting an LLC. Now, if you don't have an LLC, right, you can use a current LLC if you already have one, or make a completely new one for Amazon, whatever you want to do. Now, I would suggest making a separate one just to keep the business liabilities completely different. Now, here you can make an LLC. An LLC is very simple to make. Go to your state's website. You don't have to pay anyone to make you an LLC or anything like that. You can, it's not necessary though. Now, once you have your LLC opened, should take anywhere from a couple days to a week or two. You can go to any bank. I recommend Chase or Bank of America or Wells Fargo, one of these bigger banks. I tell my students to go to Chase and open up a business checking and a business savings account for your business, so that all your money for your products and inventory and spending and softwares and everything funnels to one bank account. You don't want your funds mixing with your personal funds. And also, this will help us for wholesale down the line, since we do have a proper LLC and business structure. So very simple steps. This can be done in literally a couple of days. Set up an LLC, go open a bank account, checkings and savings, and put a little bit of money in there. Now, the last step here is if you plan on doing a hands-off approach with Amazon, say you don't want to fulfill all your orders, or you live on the 50th floor in Miami like me, and you don't want to lug up hundreds of boxes up the elevators and the stairs all day, you can use what's called a prep center, which is basically where when you're buying all of your products, instead of sending them all to yourself and you having to fulfill everything and send them off to Amazon and whatnot, you simply buy all your products online and then send it off to a third-party warehouse, which takes care of everything on the back end and sends it off to Amazon, or can send it off to the customers one by one. So this is called a prep center. Inside my program, I offer a whole bunch of different prep centers that my students can use. And you can see here, for example, pricing tiers. Usually prep centers have different pricing tiers. Say you're selling over 2,000 units a month on Amazon, prep fees $1 per unit plus some extra little miscellaneous storage and everything like that. So if you're planning on going completely hands off and you just want to simply find products and buy them and not have to really worry about the hands-on approach of Amazon, prep centers, what I've been using for years, great resource, and something that I can hook you guys up with as well. If you're interested, just DM me on Instagram. So now you have your Amazon account, you have SellerAmp set up, you have Keepa set up, you have your business structure set up, you have your bank account set up, and you have your shipping supplies and or prep center, whichever route you decide that you want to go down. Now let's get into step 2, finding products to actually sell onto Amazon, listing our first products and actually making sales, buying products for low. So now that we have our softwares and tools, step 2 is we need to buy profitable products for low and resell them for a profit. Now, when it comes to selling products on Amazon, there are a couple different business models that people tend to go towards. The first one that I do is called online arbitrage. This is where we buy products from other online retail stores. Think Walmart, Target, Home Depot, and resell them onto Amazon. The second method is retail arbitrage, which is the same exact thing except retail. So instead, you're going into store and buying these products and selling them onto Amazon. The third method is called wholesale. This is where you're going to either the brand owners directly, or you're going to a supplier or distributor, which is basically a big warehouse that has a bunch of different products, and you're buying from them who are licensed to resell the product. So this is typically a B2B or business to business transaction. The fourth way to sell on Amazon is creating your own brand, your own product, and trying to market that. This one is very similar to drop shipping, and I don't really like this one. This one is typically the end game for most Amazon sellers, creating your own brand and empire, but this typically takes a lot of capital, a lot of work. You need to run advertisements, and with the business model that we're going to do today, you do not need to run any ads. You don't need to do any marketing. All the products sell organically. So I'm going to hop into my computer screen and I'm going to show you a couple different examples of winning products that either I've sold in the past or my students have sold to make money selling on Amazon. All right, so now that you guys have your SellerAmp, your Amazon account, and Keepa and everything installed, now it's time to actually start finding profitable products to sell. So here you want to use Dreyel as the starter base to find all other sellers who are selling profitable products. So for example, right here, I'm going to go through Keepa very quickly. The settings that you want to have for Keepa are sales rank, buy box, Amazon, new, and third-party FBA. And then here at the bottom, you want to have monthly sold on, you want to have ratings, rating count, and new offer count. These are all the settings that you're going to need for Keepa that you need to look at. You don't need any of the used. We don't sell used products or anything like that. Now, right here on this Dreyel listing, we can see that we have 56 total third-party sellers on this listing. Now, what we want to do is we want to find sellers here on SellerAmp who have very little to no reviews. Now, the reason we're doing this, if we click into this guy's storefront right here, is because the sellers with little to no reviews, the products that they're selling, right, it's very easy for us to go ahead and possibly sell ourselves. So for example, this guy, if we open up this product right here, we can see on Amazon, he's selling this for $30.97. And when we scroll down, we can scroll down to the Keepa chart and we can see that Amazon used to be on this for a couple of months between October and November. We can see that the buy box, which is, everyone always gets confused what the buy box is. The buy box is this section right here, the add to cart. The buy box is what is the price of this section over any given amount of time. That is what Keepa shows. So here we can see back then, this used to be selling for anywhere upwards of $37, $30, $35. And we can see Amazon used to be selling this back in October, November for around $20 for a given amount of time. Now, on the Keepa chart, the offer count, which is this blue line right here, shows us the amount of people, the amount of offers that are currently on this listing. Now, if you see back here, there didn't used to be a lot of sellers. Now, the sales rank, which is the green line, sales rank, the closer it is to 1, the better it is, right? Because number 1 is the best selling product. The sales rank is going down, meaning it's getting closer and closer to 1, meaning it's selling more and more, it's getting more and more popular. So the amount of people who are selling this obviously will go up and up and up because people want to sell fast winning products. The review count, which is this green line, like when's the last time you left a product review on Amazon, right? Probably never. This review count only in the past, let's see, this product's been around for 142 days. In the past 140 days, we've gone from 0 to almost 450 reviews, 456 reviews in 142 days, which is crazy. So you can see as the reviews are going up, more people start selling this product, it gets more popular, the amount of people spikes up to around 40 people. Then when Amazon gets on it, it kind of stagnates a little bit, right? Nobody's really selling out too much. Now, the second that Amazon sells out, meaning the orange drops off, Amazon's not selling this anymore, the price instantly shoots back up to $32, $33. The amount of people shoots down, meaning all these people sold out, right? They sold out the second Amazon got off because this is a 700 sales rank. It's selling like crazy. Amazon isn't selling it anymore, which means they're not dominating it, which means all the other people who've been waiting to sell this product, boom, they
instantly start selling out. So now the competition has gone down on this listing. This is a good product to sell at this time. So here, if we click the Google button, we can see that it's going to search this and try and find it on the internet and where we can get this product. Now, if we go right here to Walgreens, we can see that we can buy this exact same product for $7.99, and we get some couponage, 15% off and 20% off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to our cart. We're going to buy like 12 of these. We're going to add this to shipping. Oh, we already have in our cart. Boom. So now in our cart right here, you can see we have, let me see, promo codes. You can see, boom, $76.68 for 12 of them. So now if I go into SellerAmp, 76.68 divided by 12, $6.39 per times 2, we're getting it for $12.78. We're selling it for $31 right now. We're making 52% return, and this is selling 6,000 times every single month right now on Amazon. Now, if we scroll down, we can see some people are selling this for a little bit lower, but you do not have to be the lowest price in order to get sales on Amazon. That is a common misconception. So right here, we can see that this is already profitable. Now, if we hover over this little green box right here, we can see that the dimensions of this are 3 by 7 by 3, and this weighs about 5 ounces. So very small, very light product. If we scroll down, this is FBA fulfillment. If we toggle by FBM, this is going to be around $5, maybe $6 just to ship. You can see FBM fulfillment. For you guys, this is going to toggle to 0. Make sure you put in a shipping cost right here. Boom, $7.54, 59% return on investment. So FBM, we're actually making even more money selling this product than we are FBA. So this right here, instantly a winning product that we can buy and sell onto Amazon. And right here, if we look at the Keepa chart, we click data, buy box statistics, we know that we can sell it FBM because we can see all these sellers right here. They're getting percentage of the buy box, which means they are in the add to cart section. That's where you want to be to get sales. That's where you want to be to get sales. And these guys are all doing merchant fulfillment, so you can get sales merchant fulfillment as well. So now going into this, we can see all these other sellers now. We can go into their storefronts and we can see what else these guys are selling inside of their stores. We can see here opening up another guy's storefront. We can scroll through. He has that product and he has a couple others as well. Now, when you're going through people's storefronts, this price right here is their storefront price, meaning how much the seller is selling it for. And this is the buy box price, how much it's actually selling for on Amazon. Now, typically I want these numbers to be as close to each other as possible. Like this one's 28, 25. Okay, this could work, right? But the reason you want that is because you want this max cost to be as close as possible to what you're getting it for. So $13.99, we can just click Google right within SellerAmp. You can see Walmart here, a couple different places, but right actually here, we can see a little $4 here on Five Below. So we click this and boom, right here, the same product, 6.6 ounce, 187 grams. If we click into this Amazon listing now, this is actually $14.99, 6.6 ounce, 187 grams. So right here, we can see we can buy the same product for $4 here on Five Below, and on Amazon selling for $14.99. If we scroll down to the Keepa chart, we can see a very interesting trend. The sales rank all throughout the summer and October was very high, meaning that this product was not selling at all. And then recently, of course, since this is a December type Christmas product, a seasonal product, the sales rank starts going down very, very quickly. Now, because of this, we can see the offer count being the amount of people who are selling this product. Nobody's really selling this throughout the year until Christmas time comes around and boom, offer count goes up, meaning that a lot of people are finding this product, meaning we have a lot of opportunities to find other sellers who are selling this product. Now, if we actually zoom in here, we can see that the amount of people goes up, and then right here, it starts going down, which means that the volume of this product is actually too high to hold the demand right now. So people are selling out of this product and the price is actually going back up. You can see this was $14, dropped down to $12, and this actually went back up to $14 right now. So using the profit calculator SellerAmp, we plug this in, $4, selling it for $14. We scroll down, FBA fulfillment, we're making 51%. FBM, this is gonna be around $5, $6 to ship. We're making 94% return on investment, $3.79 every single time we sell this product on Amazon. And it's a very, very easy product that we found adjacent to the ones that we already sold before. And the only reason it says restricted is because on this account, I'm not on Get It and Grocery. However, since this only says grocery and not the brand, if you are eligible to sell grocery on your account, you should be able to sell this product right off the bat. And we can see last year too, in October 2024, the same exact thing happened. Sellers came on around December. This was selling for around $13, $14. Price went down. Sales rank, meaning the popularity of this product went down too. This product became super, super popular last year. The same thing is going to happen this year. And even last year in 2023, 2024, starting up when this first product birthed. So over the past 3 years, the same exact trend has happened, which means using Keepa, you'll be able to get in early on products as long as you are able to digest the data properly. So now that you found a profitable product to sell, you can go add this to your cart, ship it out, and you can order this yourself. You can go pick it up or ship this off to your prep center. So now I'm going to show you guys how to actually list this onto Amazon here in just a second. So if you go to a prep center route, all you would do is enter in your information here and your prep center's information that they provided with you, and then you can ship this product off to them and they will handle all of the FBA or FBM fulfillment when you talk to them directly. If you're doing this yourself, you just enter in your home address details right here, make sure they match up with what's listed in your Amazon Seller Central account, and ship this off to yourself. And make sure you're using a card on file that has the same details as your Amazon account as well. So now that you found a product to sell, here's how to list it on Amazon. If you want to sell it merchant fulfilled, meaning sell it yourself, all you have to do, click into this. This is the add product screen. You do Dryel. I like to make my SKUs the product name and then where I'm getting it from. So say this is Walmart, and then underscore how much it costs. So 10 underscore selling it for $25, and then the date that I'm getting it for. So 10/31/2025, right? And boom, now I make my SKUs like this so I can easily identify how much I'm getting my products for, where I'm getting it from, what it is when I got it. And as I'm selling through products, I'm easily able to see all the little details just within the SKU alone. I'm gonna ship this product myself. Say you have 78 of these, and then you set your price to 25.78. Boom, you sell new condition, you have your FBM template right here, and then all you do is click ready to submit. Boom, that's FBM fulfillment. Once you do that, you literally just set your price, how much you have, and boom, your offer will be able to be sold and purchased on Amazon by anyone in the world in America. FBA, you switch to Amazon will ship this. You click submit, and then you're gonna do an FBA shipment. FBA shipments are super easy. Amazon has their own tutorial. I'm not gonna show you guys how to do that right now. It takes 5 minutes to do. I'm gonna try and blur out a lot of the information here, obviously, but once you guys get an order, FBM, you guys will get a notification. You can go and print out the label, and then you just go and send that off to the post office, enter in the package weight, dimensions, and whenever you get an order, you'll be notified, and then you just send that off to the customer. Very, very simple. If you're doing FBA, you send all your boxes, or you send all your items in a box to Amazon, and then whenever you get an order, Amazon will deliver the package to the customer one by one there. And lastly, when you find a product, just make sure that you go into SellerAmp, you go scroll down to the source section, and then you click add your source. You save your source so that you know exactly where you found this product from. And then also now you want to go into your SellerAmp. You want to click the setup sheets. You want to connect your Google account, and you want to create a new Google sheet and connect your headers so that now whenever you go to an Amazon product, you have a bunch of your Google Sheets here. You just click whichever sheet that you want to put this to. So maybe you have a sheet for the products that you want to buy, products that you want to look at later, Q4 products. You click which sheet you want. Boom, it exports, and now you have a Google sheet. It exports, and now you have a Google sheet of profitable products that you can buy and sell on Amazon. All right, boys, here's the last example of a profitable product that I'm going to show you guys here. We have Fujifilm 2 10-pack sheets film right here. Same thing right here. We can get it for $24.69, and on Amazon, same thing, selling for $43.92. So on SellerAmp, if we plug in $24.69, selling for $43, we're making $9 profit, 36%. This is a 17K BSR right now. And as you can see, you don't have to be the lowest price again to get sales. Now this guy has a ton of reviews. So that is a factor. But if we sell this for upwards of 40, you can see the ROI does drop. Now, if we do merchant fulfill this, it is going to be a little bit better. Now, If we scroll to the buy box statistics, we can see majority people are selling this FBA. However, you can get sales FBM. There are FBM sellers who are getting sales. If everybody here was doing FBA, I most likely would also FBA myself. However, that is not the case, so we can do merchant fulfilled. And here is a variation listing. So we actually want to click this variation section. And what we want to do is we want to go to the reviews, and we want to basically just filter it till we get this trophy at the top. Now, basically what this just did is you can see all these other reviews, all these other variations, but this one that we're looking at is the only one that's actually getting sales, meaning all these other ones right here, none of these are actually getting any sales. This is the one that we want to sell, which is also a very, very key indicator and something we want to look out for as well. So now that we verified that this is the correct variation that we want to sell, we can see that it is profitable if we were to sell it at 40. And even a little bit higher as well, since we're doing merchant fulfilled. Boom, this is a product that you can go pick up at Office Depot or ship yourself or ship to a prep center. But boom, another example of a profitable product that you can sell on Amazon. And then the third step after this would be to go either fulfill this, ship this to yourself, go pick it up, or ship this off to your prep center, and then also list this in your Amazon store. This one, however, you may be gated in. So just understand, the more products that you try and look through and you try and sell, the more you'll be able to find and just building up that skill and product catalog. And the more you sell on Amazon, the more products that will eventually open up to you as well. So as you guys are going about finding products, you will find that a lot of products need to get ungated with a lot of units. So this is where wholesale suppliers come into play. Now, I have tons of videos on my channel and methods to find wholesale suppliers, but one of the easiest ones is using Google Maps and finding suppliers just like this, verified suppliers with real warehouses and distribution centers, and contacting them directly so that you can open up wholesale accounts with these companies. Now, these are private distribution centers who have partnerships and exclusive access to sell wholesale products for the brands that we are looking for on Amazon. Now, whenever we open up a wholesale account with one of these companies here, you can just type in grocery wholesaler or health and household wholesaler, but they typically will look just like this. Make sure they have a wholesale type warehouse or something like this, right? Make sure they're an authorized distributor, make sure they're validated. And now you can see here's another example of a wholesaler. When you scroll down, you want to do contact us, or there should be like a wholesale account section or some type of thing. Contact us. I usually just like to call up the wholesale department or the brand owner or whatever and just get that answer as quickly as possible. Here they have a sign-in/register form where you'll probably have to enter in some of your business information. Yep. So reseller's permit, type of business you are, terms of wholesale, everything like that. You can see an opening order here. They have an MOQ of $300 for new accounts. So just opening up wholesale accounts near you. And now once you get catalogs just like this, you'll be able to have products where you can buy at a wholesale price for your Amazon business. Now, when they give you a spreadsheet, you can use a tool called Scan Unlimited, where you plug in the supplier's spreadsheet and it'll match up all the listings on the supplier's side to Amazon side. And now that you already know how to use Keepa, you already know how to use SellerAmp now, and also I have tutorials for those softwares individually on my channel as well. You can go in and find products selling on Amazon, like for example, this one right here, this Arizona, which is selling for $38 to around $40 right now. In my supplier, if we type in energy, has the same exact product for $19.12. So I can buy this for $19.12 on my supplier's site. And on Amazon, the same thing is selling for $38. The same thing is selling for $38. You can see we're making a 28% ROI every single time we sell this product. Very quickly, very easy to find products from wholesale suppliers just by using this method. All right, so just to give you guys an idea of how much you would even need to be able to spend on inventory to be able to hit your first 10K a month on Amazon, here is a calculator that I made. So let's use some basic numbers. For example, you have 100K in revenue, you spent around 31K on inventory, right? And say your year-to-date profit on that is around $10,000. So you have an average cost of goods percentage of revenue of 31%. So if you want to make $10,000 per month in profit, you need to spend around 31K a month on inventory, which is around $1,000 a day. Now, if you want to hit 100K a month, you have to hit that same number, right? Say if you wanted to just make 5K, then of course that number cuts down to half. So you need to be able to have a good influx of products and be able to buy a good amount of products and have the capital to back that if you want to be able to hit some real heavy numbers when selling on Amazon. Now, of course, it all depends on the speed of the products that you're selling, the speed at which you execute, and the volume of products that you're buying on a consistent daily basis. But now that you guys have a good overview of how to sell on Amazon, let's go into step 4, which is actually how to scale to your first 6 figures per month with this business model.
So once you find a product that you want to sell, you verified all the metrics, you know that it makes money, you know that it's profitable, the next step is to fulfill that product. So there are 2 methods of fulfillment when it comes to selling on Amazon. There's Amazon FBA, which is what 99% of people typically refer to the business model as, but there's also Amazon FBM. FBA is fulfilled by Amazon, and FBM is fulfilled by merchant. Amazon FBA is where you ship all of your products to the Amazon warehouse, and then Amazon takes care of each and every single individual unit whenever they get ordered by a customer and ships them out to the customer. The reason why people like doing this is because you only have to take care of the products on your end once, send them off to Amazon in one big truckload, one big batch, one big box, and then Amazon takes care of every single step after that. They take care of all the customer service, they take care of the fulfillment, everything. So most sellers tend to opt in for FBA because it's a very hands-off approach when it comes to selling on Amazon. However, of course, there are extra fees when it comes to FBM, fulfilled by merchant, is where you yourself, the seller, is taking care of each individual order on your own. Now, this allows you to have a lot more control. However, since you are not using Amazon, you will not get the 2-day prime shipping that typically comes when using FBA. However, the benefit is with FBM, you can typically buy a product, get it in the same day. If it's a fast selling product, you can start getting sales and you don't have to wait for your product to get delivered to Amazon. You don't have to wait for Amazon to process all of your units, right? That typically takes anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks, sometimes even longer. But with FBM, you can get sales the same day. Also with FBM, you do have to know that you do have to have somewhere to store your items. So it really is up to you on what you want to do. But at the end of the day, we're here to make money. So we're here to get products in and out the door as quickly as possible. So in times like Q4, which is right now, October, November, December, the 4th quarter of the year, most sellers tend to opt for FBM just because it's quicker. But most times of the year, people like to do FBA. It's really just a personal preference. And in the seller app and keep it section, I showed you guys how to decipher whether you should do a product FBA or FBM. So it's more so a product by product basis. The other step that people like to opt in is called a prep center. This is where a third-party logistics warehouse or company will take care of all of the products that you send to them on your behalf. So when you send out your products to them, they will take care of all the orders, all the shipments for you. So this is a very hands-off approach that a lot of sellers tend to use as well, because all you have to do is find products, send them off, and then you don't have to worry about them until they start selling onto Amazon. So if you want a hands-off approach or you don't have a lot of storage, this is an option that a lot of sellers tend to opt in for. And now for step 4, now that you know how to find a product, you know how to buy it for low, sell it for high, here is how to rinse and repeat and scale your Amazon store to 6 and 7 figures in 2026. And if you made it this far in the video, I know you're serious, and all you have to do is follow the simple instructions that I've given you so far, and you are on your way to building a very profitable Amazon business. This isn't like trading where we're guessing if the charts are going up and down. We are selling products that are backed by data given to us by Amazon directly. This isn't like TikTok Shop where we're recording videos over and over and over, hoping that they go viral. Everything we do when it comes to Amazon is backed by raw data. Every product we buy shows how often it sells, how many people are selling it, how much profit we have left, and how stable the listing is. And if you do this correctly, there's literally zero guesswork involved. For example, one of my students right here, Xavier, started working with me and made $13,000 in his first 7 days on Amazon. Or Raphael here, who is 15 years old, who hit a $4,000 day his second weekend selling on Amazon. Grace, who went from literally zero, never being able to sell a product for almost 2 years on Amazon, to working with me, getting a $70 sale the next day, and then scaling to over $40,000 in a 6-figure per year business 7 months later, telling herself she could have done more if she just started sooner with these exact steps that I'm showing you here. Or like Tala as well, who went from zero, almost giving up on Amazon, to hitting 1K days and building a consistently scalable, profitable Amazon business that he can operate anywhere in the world. Or even me, where you can go to my YouTube channel and watch all my other videos where you can see how I made $88,000 in a single week selling these exact same products using the exact same systems that I'm showing you guys in this video. And you can scroll on my channel, you can see the same systems, the same softwares, the same tools, and the same philosophies being used all the way back from when I was in my college dorm room, just like how I told you guys in the beginning. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is these aren't anomalies. These aren't outliers, and these aren't like your trendy business models like AI and copywriting and all these trading nonsense that you guys are seeing. These are normal, everyday people with all one thing in common. They went from not knowing where to start, not knowing what data to follow, analysis paralysis, wanting to quit before the first 2 months of even being in business, not understanding what products to buy or sell or what even ungating means, and having the struggle of trying to figure all of this out on your own and not even treating this like a real business. All of these different problems all were solved by following one proven system. You don't fail on Amazon because the business model itself doesn't work. You fail because you do it alone with no accountability, no real blueprint, and no proven framework and community around you. Which is why I created the 24/7 Profits Inner Circle, which is my one-on-one coaching program and direct system implementation, where I give you the entire step-by-step modules on how to go about every single aspect of selling on Amazon, weekly group calls, daily product leads for you to sell, one-on-one guidance, your own tracking dashboard, a whole community of other sellers doing this business model with you, even VAs, virtual assistants, to plug into your business to find products for you on autopilot, and even wholesale and brand direct partnerships, and how to run advertisements for brands and get paid thousands of dollars up front and on the back end. Everything that I learned and everything that you need to go from your first 0 to 5, 10, 30, and 50 to 100K a month selling on Amazon. If you're serious about making money online and you want to build a real business with real guidance, and you want real clarity instead of guessing and watching YouTube video after YouTube video, and you have at least $2,000 to $5,000 to get your business started off the ground, then click the link down below where you can apply for my one-on-one 24/7 Profits Inner Circle coaching program. This isn't for people who want the easy way out. This is for people who want the proven framework that allowed me to go from a broke pizza shop cashier to selling over 7 figures on the world's biggest e-commerce platform. Click the link down below, watch the video, and apply to work with me one-on-one. And if you're not ready, then that's okay. You can go watch all the other videos on my YouTube channel. You can go watch my Instagram reels, and even DM me and ask me questions and learn even more free game just like this. But if you are ready, or if you feel like you need that extra boost for you to get to where you want to be, then click the link down below, because this is your next step to actually building the business that you want. But without further ado, boys, hopefully this video helped you out in learning and understanding how to run a successful Amazon business going into 2026 and beyond. If you guys want my help, like I said, click the link down below in the description, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I'll be dropping more bangers just like this. Hopefully it's helped at least one of you guys out there. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you boys and girls in the next one.